morning, class. Today we're going to discuss about digital media. But before we're going to start our discussion, let me first introduce myself. So by the way, I am your teacher Renalyn for today, or else you can call me Teacher Ren if you want to. What is digital media? Digital is defined as any data represented by a series of digits, and media refers to a method of broadcasting or communicating information. Digital media includes text, audio, video, and graphics that is transmitted over the internet for viewing on the internet. Digital media are any media that are encoded in machine-readable formats. Digital media can be created, viewed, distributed, modified, and preserved on digital electronic devices. Examples of digital media include software, digital images, digital video, video games, web pages and websites, social media, digital data and databases, digital audio such as MP3, electronic documents, and electronic books. Digital media often contrasts with print media such as printed books, newspapers, and magazines, and other traditional or analog media such as photographic film, audio tapes, or videotapes. Okay, class, this time we're going to proceed to the different types of digital media. The first different types of digital media is format. And these formats include audio, video, photos, or illustrations, and text. Audio refers to the digital media we listen to. We can listen to audio by streaming it online or listening to MP3 or MP4 files offline. Audio such as music file or streaming music service. This can be based on lossy formats such as MP4 that are lower quality than the original recordings due to compression. Alternatively, digital audio can be based on lossless formats such as FLAC that potentially have the same level of quality as the production master. Video is both visual and auditory. Like audio, it can be accessed both online and offline. Example, videos produced for video streaming sites. Photos or illustrations, essential part of the user interfaces of computers, phones, and tablets. They are also distributed throughout the internet. Example, illustrate blog posts and articles. Text. Most digital media include some kind of text. Text allows you to navigate through the user interfaces of digital devices and software packages. And also, digital text can explain how to use a piece of software. An ebook is a book published in a digital format. This could mean anything from a 10-page PDF on weight loss to a work of literature sold digitally and accessed via an e-reader. Ebooks serve many different purposes. Some types of short commercial ebooks such as white papers demonstrate an organization's expertise on a certain topic. Others, like the weight loss ebook mentioned above, serve as lead magnets in digital marketing. They are given away for free in exchange for the reader's email address, which can then be used for marketing purposes. But many ebooks simply serve the same purpose as regular books. They are meant to be read and enjoyed using an e-reader or another digital device. This kind of ebook is sold in marketplaces such as Amazon's Kindle store. Blog posts or articles. Blog posts and articles are another type of digital media. They are shorter than ebooks, can be accessed online, and can typically be read in 5 to 20 minutes. The purpose of a blog post or article is to quickly inform the audience about a certain topic. They may be written by a personal blogger, a journalist, or a company. Social media. Popular social media networks include Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. On social media, content can be posted by anyone. Social media can be used by individuals to share content with friends and family. Online advertising is another example of digital media. Some digital media ads include website banner ads, search ads, video ads, social media ads. Digital art. Some digital media creators produce illustrations, videos, music, or photographs as a form of art. Digital art can be sold or monetized on marketplaces such as Getty Images, iTunes, and YouTube. Video games designed for people's entertainment, typically played on a gaming console. Through some types of games can also be played on a computer, tablet, or smartphone. A video game incorporates many types of digital media including art, text, and video. Virtual reality. Finally, a new type of digital media that is becoming steadily more popular is virtual reality. Virtual reality involves wearing a headset and viewing an immersive digital experience. This experience might include colors, sounds, or highly realistic graphics and...
Hi, I'm Christopher Jones de la Cruz, and we'll talk about advantages and disadvantages of digital media. So for advantages, we have first, social connectivity. So in digital media, it makes it easy to stay in touch with friends, family, and work remotely. Even now, if you are in another part of the world, you can communicate by words, video, audio, and exchange other media. Websites, apps, and software have all been created to help users to socialize. With social media, messaging, texting, laptops, tablets, and mobile phones, nobody need feel isolated in the digital world. News and local events update users regularly. Next, we have communication speeds. So internet speeds have increased exponentially since the early days of dial-up. Ever faster broadband enables the transfer of large amounts of information across the web almost instantaneously, making it possible to stream video and audio in real time, send large data files, and access data from virtually anywhere in the world. Next, learning opportunities. So anybody with access to the internet now has access to a huge proportion of the world's knowledge over the web. Lessons and courses can now be delivered virtually online. Communication advances mean that you can now easily communicate with most of the world's population and learn directly from sources. For example, if you are trying to understand foreign events or learning a new language. Next is information storage. Digital technology enables the storage of massive amounts of information in relatively small spaces. Large amounts of media such as photos, music, videos, contact information, and other documents can be carried around on small devices like mobile phones. As well as physical locations, data can also be stored online enabling it to be accessed from any device which has internet access. We also have editing. One of the great advantages of digital media over traditional media is that the information can be easier to edit or manipulate. Word processing has brought about a revolution in the editing of text. Video editing, which used to require expensive studios and equipment, can now be done on a laptop. All sorts of photographic effects are now available, as well as the ability to creatively alter images. Entertainment. The entire entertainment industry and the way the people amuse themselves has been radically transformed. Many people get their fun from online social media or playing computer games. Televisions and broadcasting have become digitalized along with radio. And lastly, news. So increasing numbers of people get their news online either via website or social media. People have more options for news sources than ever, and most of it is available 24 hours per day. And independent and do-it-yourself journalism is now very common, as well as ordinary people taking photos and video on their phones and locations where a news event is taking place. Now for the disadvantages of digital media, we have privacy concerns. So it's become much harder to have personal privacy in the digital world, and that's on top of the dangers of your personal data being stolen or sold. For instance, everybody has the ability to take photos and video footage on their mobile phone, then post it online. Everyone can search for people online and maybe find unflattering photographs or see them expressing controversial opinions in social media or blogs. Digital cameras watch and record our movements in public places. Minor indiscretions can now haunt an individual for life when they're posted on the internet. Controlling your personal information is very difficult and sometimes impossible. Next, we have social disconnect. So there is an increasing tendency for people to socialize and communicate via digital devices rather than through real-life contact. This can easily lead to a sense of disconnect and isolation. Human beings have evolved over thousands of years to have real contact. Taking that away is a bad idea. Studies have suggested that the lack of real-life contact is causing depression and other forms of mental illness in many people. Then we have work overload. Many modern workers spend their days trying to keep up with the hundreds of emails that they are sent each week, all of which require reading and some of which require replies or action. Texts from colleagues in the evenings or on weekend can mean that people never really fully escape work. Organizing the vast amount of digital data acquired in some jobs, such as minutes of meeting, training, videos, photographs, reports, can also be a huge headache. Plagiarism and copyright. Digital media is remarkably easy to copy and reproduce. Copyright laws are increasingly hard to enforce as the music and movie industries have discovered to their cost. Some students can copy and paste their homework projects without really learning anything. Then we also have over-reliance on gadgets. Reliance upon mobile phones, computers, and other digital gadgets has become common. Many people have all their contact information, photographs, texts, and other personal information on their phones. If they lose them, or the gadget breaks or runs out of power, then they are in trouble. Basic living skills like finding one's way around the streets of a town have been replaced by taking directions from a GPS system. And lastly, addiction. Social media, computer games, messaging, and dating websites can also be addictive. Games want you to play so that you will buy the next version. Websites want you to interact so that they can bring in advertising money. Users end up wasting vast amounts of time and hemorrhaging money for low return. And that would be all for the advantages and disadvantages of digital media.